Like, I was like, probably kicked up like 50 times and only landed like 5 of them. But yeah, this is like a good reminder. Like, I was looking at some of the video that I took because I really like to self-analyze, and I was like, well, the good news is that the ones that I didn't land, like, I'm still getting pretty close to the line. Like, I just need to keep making it closer, like, every time, you know? And then there are some days when I kick up and it's like super, super consistent. And then, yeah, days like today where I'm just like, what the foosball? So yeah, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's like being always just like always finding success, like consistently always finding success, is probably really boring because everything's too easy. That it's just like, why bother? I find a lot of the time is the struggle of the overcoming. That's like where that passion comes in, you know?
Yeah.
So I know, like I've got my goals set. Like when I set on the 2 goals, like.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys find balance and all you guys do, but how do you guys find balance? You guys are so busy.
I struggle. Took a few days off last week because I needed it. I wasn't looking after myself. So, yeah.
Oh, we have one person on YouTube.
Okay.
Hello, mystery person.
Hey, mystery person on YouTube. Well,
We got started in like 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in case people trickle in. Or is that back to 0?
Yeah, it's back to 0.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, we'll do a workout.
Yeah. We have on-screen time, which I'm excited about. So, you know.
Yes, we have to test it out. It's true. We got surprised today. Like 2 of our friends who are in Montreal were driving into Elmer to visit their parents, and so we were both working, and then we heard this doorbell ring or like this knock, and I was like, oh, it must be like the UPS man or something. And I went and I was like, wait, there's someone standing there. And then I looked through the window and I was like, oh my gosh. Run out the door, they're like, surprise. And I was like, that's so weird. I was just messaging with you this morning. I assumed you were in Montreal. But yeah, it's such a nice surprise. You were like, ooh, evil. All right.
I like good surprises like that.
Yeah, it's so nice.
The game I had was Russian toilet rolls.
I don't know what that is. You can explain it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Should we get started?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Oh. Hello.
Hey, Marissa.
Hi. Thank you for joining us this Friday evening.
Yeah.
We have a lot of core plans. We'll see if we make it through. Yeah.
Yeah, let's start. So, starting with our foundations, coming neutral through the hips, pressing up nice and tall through the crown of the head. And then I'll invite you to close your eyes, keep your palms facing forward. Take some deep belly breaths, becoming present in this space. Feel free to keep the eyes closed as we inhale the hands up above the head. And Exhale, fold forward, coming into our ragdoll. So bending the knees if that's comfortable for you. And then making any movements here that your body's craving. Just bringing some awareness to the head, making sure it's nice and heavy. Inhale to neutral spine, bringing the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, step back into plank. Feel free to take any variations here. Maybe come into the forearms. Take one inhale, or next exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into a back bend of choice. Tuck the toes and we'll press back to our down dog. So again, making any movements that your body's craving here. Look between the hands and step between the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine, bring the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand, taking the hands up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine, bring the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, step back in the plank. Take one inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to a back bend of choice. Tuck the toes, press back to our down dog. Look between the hands and step between the hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine, bring the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to stand, taking the hands up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. So 2 more times with a bit more speed. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to neutral spine. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, step or hop back in the plank. Take one inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to a back bend of choice. Tuck the toes, pressing back to our down dog. Look between the hands, step or hop. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing, taking the hands up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine, bring the hands up the shins. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, step or hop back into plank. Take one inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to a back bend of choice. Tuck the toes, pressing back to our down dog. Look between the hands, step or hop. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way to standing, taking the hands up above the head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you.
Sorry, we had a little bug running around, so I had to go and take care of it. Okay, so let's get our heart rate pumping a little bit. We're gonna cycle through 3 exercises. First one being jumping jacks. You guys all know how to do this. Second one is gonna be cross jumps. So jumping with your arms and legs across your body. And then the third one is gonna be butt kicks. So really trying to get your feet to your butt. And we're gonna do 30 seconds of each with a 30-second break in between.
30 seconds, 3 rounds. Cool.
Correct, yeah. Okay, Greg's gonna set up a fancy timer, we think.
Yeah.
Can you guys see that? Yay!
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
And jumping jacks. Try and keep your core engaged here. So belly button to spine, light on your feet. Very nice, I like you. And switching to cross jumps.
Oh, it says I screwed up the timer.
Oh, I have it. Oh, it says rest.
Yeah.
Oh well. You guys get no rest. And butt kicks. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your core. You got this. Nice. And rest. Shake it out. All right. Next round in 3 seconds. And jumping jacks.
I wanted to be time with you.
Should I mess it up? That makes you so mad. There. Nice. Cross jumps. Oh, sorry. And butt kicks. Nice. Rest. Move on.
Yeah.
All right. So, come over here. Come into a wide-legged forward fold. You're gonna bounce a couple times. Then move into your squat. Back into your pike. Back into your squat. Nice. On the next time you're in your pike, go into a wide-legged version. Right hand goes in front of your face. Left hand's gonna swing up. Bounce a couple times on each side. Opening up your chest, your shoulders, hamstrings. Nice. Coming all the way up. Let's do some shoulder circles. So on the inhale, shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale, they crack down the back. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Nice, and we're gonna do figure eights with your arms. So I'll show you from the side first. Hand comes up overhead, pinky first. It's going to swing back and then go in front of you and back up. So you should be forming a little 8. Okay, try and keep your core engaged here. So you're really feeling like the arm is swinging around. You can feel the movement in your shoulder girdle. Nice, other arm. So again, arm comes up, pinky first, goes around the back, reaches across you. And then you speed it up, but maintaining your core brace. So belly tight, glutes squeezed. Legs engaged. Nice. If you have a wall, you can hang on to it. And we're just gonna do some leg swings. So try and keep your legs straight in the back too. And then going across the body also. And then switching legs. Maybe this one.
Sure. Cool. Let's get our wrists warmed up for we have a game coming up, and you'll definitely need some wrist warm up for this. So we'll just start with some circles. Trying to get full range of motion here. Changing directions. Okay, let's put some weight on our wrists. I'm just going to do like half circles over our wrists.
Make sure your fingers are wide here and pressing into the ground.
So then moving some of the movement from the, trying to direct the movement with the fingers or the and the knuckles. So really pressing yourself back. Trying to get your knuckles white. Cool. Let's change the polarity of our hands. So we'll just go outwards and we'll do the same thing. And then fingers back. Now moving to some knuckle ups. So you can do this from table, getting the shoulders above the wrists, and then pressing up through the knuckles. Feel free to come to on knees or into a full plank. And then we'll just give them our wrist a stretch. So fingers facing backwards, initiate the stretch with the hips. Slowly releasing that, and then we'll do the opposite side. So tops of hands to ground, and then again, initiating the stretch with the hips. So bringing the knees closer to the hands to make it less intense. Slowly release. We'll check that out. Good. Russian toilet rolls?
Sure.
Okay. So we have some porter skills. If you have some toilet paper rolls, this is great. So we're going to do Russian toilet paper rolls. So Russian rolls, but with toilet paper. So balancing whatever you can. So you can use blocks, you can use books. I'm going to go through the movements for a Russian roll. So pressing up to high, planting elbow out really far so that we can roll onto it. And we want to keep our imaginary flyer stacked. Continuing the roll. Oh, I dropped it.
Oh.
Okay.
Rough for the flyer.
So we'll do a couple of rolls. You're up.
Do I need all three?
You
I
can
have
get
very
two.
short flyer.
You have a short fire.
Okay. I understand the theory.
Let's do some wood.
Oh, this flyer is so heavy. Yay!
Woo! Other way.
I really need wrist mobility for this. Ah! My flyer left their head.
Oh shit.
Apparently my flyer wasn't the only one.
This is nothing like the real thing, but it's fun.
Oh my gosh. The wood is so slippery, it's gonna fall on my face.
Yeah, the flyer doesn't help at all.
Yay!
Fair challenge, though. I like it.
Okay. Marissa, you killing it?
Well, I'll try this.
Cool.
Alright, we're gonna get into some core. So, we're running through 3 different exercises for the first set. You have an option here. So the first exercise, you can either do alternating leg lifts. So lying on your back, core is braced, dropping one leg, making sure your lower back stays on the ground, and then the other leg. Okay? If you want a little bit more compression work, then if you have a stability ball or a yoga wheel or something, you can pin it to the wall with your one foot and then drop the other leg from there. Okay, and this is really gonna work your hip flexors. Obviously that needs a specific range of motion, so if you don't have it, then stick with option 1. So that's first exercise. We're gonna do 10 per leg. And then the second one is side planks, up downs, which basically means we're in side plank, we bring our hips down, and we bring them back up. Hips down, back up. Okay, that's gonna be 10 per side. And then the third one is glute lifts. So coming into your tabletop position, making sure that you're somewhat hollow here. So I am hugging my wrists to my hips. And then I'm lifting one leg as high as it can go without arching my back. So I don't really want to see this. I want to see you hollow and really focus on letting the glute lift that leg and getting the hip extension that way. All right. Okay, let's do it. 10 scissor leg lifts.
I meant to put it like that.
Yeah.
No, that's up already.
It's gonna fall on my face. Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, that's better.
was?
Side plank. Demos.
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
You can demo the next set. Okay, once you're done that, moving on to your side planks. You can go on your forearm or your hand here. Nice, 10 per side. Awesome. When you're done that, going into glute lifts, 10 per side. Remember to keep your body nice and hollow here. So you're really using the glute to raise. So when you're done those, take a little break. Maybe grab some water if you need it. I need it. Do the next set. Yeah, just the repeat.
Yeah.
All right, set number 2, 3 different exercises. So first one is going to be run plank. Okay, and then you're reaching out your legs to touch the sides. See how high up you can touch. Okay, and let's say 10 touches per side. The next one is going to be swimmers. So lying on your belly, arms extended. We inhale, lift. Exhale, swing the arms around and raise the chest, and then come back and down. We'll do 10 of those. And then the last one is going to be single leg glute bridges, although feel free to do like a regular glute bridge or an elevated glute bridge. So this one, I'm starting with one foot elevated, and then I'm lifting. Okay, and again, I'm trying to keep my core braced here. The hip extension is coming from my glute and not my back. Okay, and try and do 10 per side there. All right. You lead it. I'll go in back.
There's a plank tap, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say. I know you're gonna kick me in the face. As you grip, just like that.
I'll move out of your way.
Just wanted my belly to be something soft. I'm sorry. Nice. And after you're done those, take a break, grab some water. All right, so I wanted to give you guys some handstand playtime. Okay, so you have two options here. Number one is you can practice walking up facing the wall. Okay, so if Greg comes into plank with his feet on the wall. Okay, just feet on the floor to start. So come into a nice plank here. Right, so he's gonna come into his good plank position. His shoulders are pushed, butt is squeezed, core is hollow. He's going to walk up here into 45 degrees. So walking his feet up the wall, but not losing this shape. Okay, if this feels good, he has full range. Then if he wants to, he can continue to walk in with his hands, but without changing the shape of his body. Okay, getting as close as you feel comfortable and then walking back out. So this is just an exercise to build strength. If you're not comfortable being belly to the wall, this is a really good one so that you know you have the strength to walk in and walk out. If you do have a handstand practice and you just want to practice some kick-ups, demonstrate a kick-up. Back to wall. Then you can do that too. Okay? Or with a scissor kick. It's up to you. All right, go for it. Play. That was way cheaper.
I'm try walking.
Okay.
That's too scary.
Oh, like cartwheeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try one leg.
Yeah, that's great. All right, if you want another drill for your handstands, this one is kind of fun. So you're going to start hugging one leg in. Okay, hug that knee in as close as you can. Woo! Sorry, I almost fell over. If you have the range of motion, you can extend the leg. Then you're going to keep it up there. Go into your handstand line. Step. Pause. You're pausing in like warrior 3. I'm just going to move over so that I have more floor. And then you can kick up to your handstand from there. So you're getting your handstand in 3 different locations. It's here, here, and then inverted. So hug the knee in.
Right.
Great, hug the knee in, he extends that leg. Nice. Warrior 3. Nice. Hands on the ground and kick.
I think I did my wrong leg.
It's all good. You did the same thing I did. So you twisted out
Yeah.
against the wall, even though the ball was there. You were here. Right. Or you can just practice regular kick-ups if you want. All right. I'll give you a couple more minutes of that playtime.
I'm standing in front of the air conditioner because it got really hot.
It's only got really warm in here. There's no air conditioning. All right, take a moment to stretch out your wrists. I like to lift my palms a little and stretch out my fingers too, depending on how many handstands we're doing. Can you go through the holes?
So we've got boat, side plank, Superman. Go. So we have another set of holds this time. So first one's going to be boat. So whatever that looks like for you, maybe extended. Whatever's comfortable. Next one's going to be side plank. So you can either be down on the forearm or or on the hands. And then the last one is Superman. Or like this.
Or both ends extended, whatever comes through both.
So we're doing 30 seconds of each.
Sure.
I will get a fancy timer up.
Timer.
Best part of the class.
Okay. So put 5 seconds to the rest period. And we'll do 2 rounds.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
Sound good.
Okay, first one is boat.
I didn't realize it started already. Start.
Side plank. Get 5 seconds to get into it.
Let's peek down your hips here and make sure they're stacked on top of each other. I know for me, I tend to bring the top hip back, so it's more like a back plank.
And swapping sides.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were doing 30 seconds per side.
Oh,
My bad.
okay, next one is Superman's. Cool. 5 seconds back into boat. Side planks. Cool. Last exercise is Superman's.
Wow. That was an intense way to end. Holy smokes.
I'm glad we got to hear the end.
It's true.
How can you hear that? The beeping through the mic.
I hear beeping, and I heard the horn.
Cool.
I think everyone heard the horn. Our neighbors might have heard the horn. All right, burn it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna end with a burn it. Well, we're gonna end the strength set with a burn it. We'll do some stretching afterwards.
So we'll do what, 60, 50, 40, 30, 10, then nothing.
Yeah. So holding a strength pose for 60 seconds, followed by 10 seconds of rest, then 50 seconds, then 10 seconds of rest, and et cetera, et cetera. You can change it up. So some ideas are like plank, handstand, boats, hollow body, Superman.
Can we use your timer?
Yeah. Of course.
Cool. Okay. Oh, otherwise I can use this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry. Okay. I'm gonna do plank.
I'm gonna do a hollow body.
And up.
I'm trying to kick Greg with my hollow body.
I like your plank.
I'm trying to do more like some steer wheel style.
That's cool. Halfway. Ten seconds left. And break. So 10 seconds down then.
Sorry?
10 seconds down, you said?
Yeah.
Go. And up. So it's actually just hard to see. And time.
We're at 40 seconds.
40 seconds, yeah. And up. And time. 30 seconds. And up. Ten seconds left. And time. Twenty seconds. And up. And time.
We're good. 10 seconds?
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And up. And time. Oh, that was bad.
That's it, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Well, we'll close up. Oh, just stretch it,
Oh, yeah.
and then we can chat.
Yeah. So let's stretch out a little bit. If you have a block, you can grab it. So 2 ways to do this one. First is the way Greg is doing it. So he's squeezing his glutes, and really stretching out this hip flexor. Option is he can reach behind and grab his right foot to stretch the quad. Awesome, if that's not too intense, okay? If you want to use a prop, you can also put your knee on a block near the wall, tucking the foot under, and coming up here. Okay, keeping the bum squeezed the whole time. We want to try and get this whole hip flexor and quad. And if you're holding onto your foot or having your foot in the wall, try kicking away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax and see maybe if you can go a little deeper into the stretch. Remember to keep your glutes engaged. Nice. Then releasing that, going to the other side. I don't know about you guys, but my quads are super tight.
That's it for me, because my inner thoughts were like Donald's. It feels like I'm an injured or tear. It's so tight.
Ugh. For me, I think the first time someone asked me to roll out my quad, I was like shaking and sweating, and I thought I was gonna faint. I was like, this is awful, but why would you ask me to do this? And then again, if you have a hold of the foot or your foot's against the wall, try kicking away for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax, but don't relax your glute. Your glute is squeezed the whole time. Nice. Releasing that. Whew. Shake it out a little. Okay. Let's come into some hamstring mobility. So coming into, you can come into a wide-legged forward fold here, or a pike. It's up to you. Okay. If you're going wide-legged, let's do a few circles to start. So leaning over one leg, exhale, all the way to the opposite side. So we're just kind of feeling out that range.
Yeah, there's something tightness there. That's not cool.
And then stopping on one side, we're gonna open up the chest and reach with the arm. And depending on how twisty you are, I'm not super twisty, so I actually use my bottom arm to push my torso open. And then I feel a super large stretch on my lateral side. Nice. Sweeping around to the other side. Nice. And then spending some time in the middle. And then I like to wiggle my legs here to make sure my knees are pointing up. When I first started working on these, I really collapsed a lot.
Am I close to pancake?
Oh yeah, you're super close. You're my taco. Walking yourself back up. You can bend your knees and kind of windshield away for them. Nice. And then we're just going to do one more stretch. So we're gonna do some chest, thoracic, shoulder mobility. So if you want, I like to do this one weighted, and then it makes me look like Mega Man. But what you're doing is you're lying on your side, your knees and your hips are gonna be stacked, your arms start stacked, and then you're reaching all the way over. So you see right now my hand isn't actually touching the ground because I'm making sure my knees and hips stay stacked the whole time. Okay, and try and do like 5 reaches on each side. Do you have enough room?
Yeah.
And if you have a small hand weight you want to use, sometimes I use a tune-up ball. Whew. All right, and then when you're done, coming back up and thanking yourself for working out today. Yay!
So we're going to turn off the live stream. So thank you if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook. And if you're in Jitsi, we'll, or like the interactive link, you can jump in there and we can chat afterwards. So I'll shut off those links. And if you're on YouTube and you want to come chat, jump into the link. It should be in the description. Okay. Thank you.